Okay, welcome to the stream. This is day 5 of Lies of P, and I'm Keel live at home, and this is the personal Game of the Year contender. It's not based on any kind of list or anything that anybody's got out there today or anything like that, but it is based on stuff that I've actually played. Oh, I was wondering how you this game. What do you mean? Hey Clark, how's it going? Oh, good. I was wondering how you do you just want to see me complete the actual game? Is it based on something else? Based on other data that you might be looking at? Gotta go play with trains now. Yeah, okay, cool. Are you playing Train Sim World or something? Or are you just gonna go out into the yard and play with some trains? Two-year-old and his trains. Well, that's lovely. I can keep the chat P13 if you want. G-rated if you really want to keep it going on in the background or something. But yeah, thanks at least for popping in to the stream. It's always appreciated when you're popping in. Criticize me for my choices, you could say. My gameplay even, really. So, because that's why we're here, isn't it? So. Oh, okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, that got me. That's all good. That's all good. Let's see. Choo-choo trains. Oh yeah, that's a little track setup you've got there. Alright, ideally, I just need to get out of the view of that little bomb. Doing alright here. Badge, let's open that up. Okay, so to catch everyone up on the current status, this is closing in on the end of the game. So this is essentially climbing the final castle area, which is quite long if you die a bunch, but it's quite a long area. So I mean, I have done a whole session before, not streaming, of this area, and only really just gotten up to the bosses by the end of the time I finished playing it. So but if you let's just see how quickly we can get through this. It'd be really good to make this kind of the last stream, regardless of what's happening with it, really, because I mean the main problem is getting stuck on the bosses, as we would expect this game. And as you may or may not have seen me do already. But no matter how many times I've played it, Like, I've played it a couple of times now. Getting stuck on the bosses is quite easy. Just because of the way some of the random nature works with some of the bosses and stuff like that. Some of their movesets. But, I mean, if you use the Aegis Shield, which I should be doing, block basically everything. Said before that some of the tactics are basically to hold the Aegis Shield up and use, like, there's like a trident weapon and stuff like that people use to kind of electrify and then poke the enemies, stuff like that. So, alright, let's try and get in here. Well, better make sure we don't die our way up. The reach of some of these enemies, that's quite a distance. So the decay as well. The decay is a status effect that affects your weapon. So mostly close towards the end of the game here, you have to monitor a little bit more exactly what you're doing. Weapon. Status effects really affect what you can do in terms of how far you are from the enemies and being able to repair on the go. So just open up a little shortcut here. Right, now that that's done, we can head up. Don't believe there's any real bosses until higher up. There are a few tricky enemies getting closer to the top, but I think there's only realistically 4 enemies that we have to deal with. That would be resemble bosses of any kind. 2 at the end, and then our little friends. Well, at least one's a fox. I actually don't know what the other one is. It's been a while since I've seen like anything like the Pinocchio movie or anything like that, or any resources. But there was always like 2 creatures in a that kind of lead Pinocchio astray. It's part of the original stories as well, so there are plenty of resources on YouTube if you want to check out the Pinocchio stories. Some really good write-ups on YouTube. Alright, so far so good. Sometimes you can tell you're having a bad day when all of the enemies you run into at the start of the run you die against, but so far it's really just like it was just that start and that one. See. But we have a shortcut. We can go straight back up the top. Let's just check the amulet that I picked up. The normal veterans. The Legion. Alright, one heavy tack lets me take that down. It's good to know. So we're dealing with a variety of enemies now, so across the range types. So the carcass enemies, the puppets. Okay, let's just get back our stamina is really important. So as you can see, the scorpion creature that I killed off doesn't spawn back, so... Alright, got a checkpoint. Now this is basically the start of the climb. Alright, one that gets me every time, there's a creature behind here. He knocks you down. Every single time. Okay, it's a common, you know, Dark Souls, Demon Souls kind of thing for the have enemies creeping around the corners, and this game is huge on that. I've heard it's not the worst game for it, but it's definitely a really bad one. Get knocked down, way down there into the fog. There are some items down there, so it's kind of good to go down there. Want to collect a couple, but now I think you actually have to climb up another area. Let me just see. Is it just underneath? There's a doorway on one of the lower areas here. Yes, there's a ladder. So you still have to go down. The difference is you get knocked down or you don't. So there's quite a few enemies down here. try and take him out. So this one here is a very similar scorpion kind of creature, but it's just like a smaller version. And I don't know if, like, in their beastery, you know, it would be that the small ones become the big ones or whatever, but, you know, it definitely looks like the creatures kind of evolve into something else. So, like, just looking at the designs of the creatures, they're always similar, but they just change a little bit. And I know that's, you know, part of weapon enemy variety, but I think they're designed really well, because you can see this one here. This one has a little scorpion, but it's like a humanoid version, right? And then the other one we saw was slightly bigger, but it was transformed. It was on all fours, and it had the similar structure. And then you had the big crystallized one. So it's like it's not. It's just building on the design to make like evolved versions of the same creatures. It's actually like you could either look at it, you know, a couple of ways. Either they are independent creatures, or something in the story, you know, that is how they evolve, and they'll be creatures like that just become bigger and badder. So, which is kind of really nice. So it's, you know, good world building, very good world. Not a fan of these guys. The disruption that they cause really stacks on really. Let's see if I've got something that helps with that a little bit more. Disruption. Go up to 8. 80. Looks like that's probably the highest. We definitely want the disruption, because that's just gonna, like, the decay is okay, but that really mostly just affects the weapons. So if you get 2 of these in, you'll find that if you get disrupted, you die straight away. Like, that's the thing. If I rolled into a crate that blew me, so that was terrible. But you can see that the disruption kills you. So I guess the shock kind of disables you, or slows you down, I think, actually. Disruption kills you, which is, you know, just mostly annoying, and the decay destroys your weapon. So alright, so now we just have to head back down again. One of the problems with this area, you know, you can get stuck at a couple of enemies that you have to trek quite a bit to get back to, if you're not careful. Alright, let's try and get healed a little bit. Alright, let's heal quick. There we go. Cool. I was lurking around and came across your stream, and maybe it can help you out with Twitch custom graphics and even. No, I'm okay. I make all my own stuff, and I'm continuously improving it all the time. I appreciate, you know, the work that you and the many artists for Twitch streamers are out there, but I'm largely doing a lot of building myself. So yeah. But thank you for the offer. No worries. I know there are a lot of people out there doing that kind of thing, and I don't want to rip on anyone trying to make a career or anything out of it, which, I mean, there's millions of people that do this stuff now, so, you'll find plenty of people to help, which, the fact that I want to do a lot of my own stuff is just extending the creativity that I can bring to my own stream, which is really, really important. If you can do it, you can do it, right? So why not? But yes, thank you. I appreciate you for jumping into the stream and lurking around. Alright, now where are my... It's in there. Okay. Pretty much where I died. So, I definitely want to pick up my ergo before I get killed again from disruption. Okay, so moving up a little bit. Yes, so that opens it back up to the other side. So I definitely want to go over here. Right. Let's get out of the view of that guy that's shooting at me. And open up this pathway. So that's quick access back up here now. And that makes it a little bit easier. Cool, let's keep going. Alright, these guys like to spread their little disruption goodness all over the place. Okay? Fine little pea yellow colored mist, say. I'd like to think with the amount of trouble that I've had getting up here, that I would actually, do a decent job of getting up here a third time. So... Alright, let's have a quick look. I think you can circle up a little bit more, and then there's a ladder back that way. There we go. Taking it nice and easy with this today. Just trying to get through with minimal issues. Get up to the end of the game again and tidy up this game for a third time. Personal Game of the Year contender for me. I've played very few games that are new for this year, including let's see, I've played good and bad. So some indie games like Ravenlock, Cocoon, Redfall. I did a guide, 2 guides for Redfall based on the collectibles. Stuff like that. So the good and the bad. But you know, you can't play everything. So time is very limited. I did some streaming of Final Fantasy 16, but didn't have much of an opportunity to actually finish the game quite yet. Now I've got more time, I may very well go and do that. It'd be nice to do it on stream, but for now, I think I need to concentrate on a couple of games that I wanted to finish for the year, including Hitman 3, The Witcher 3 DLC I need to do as well, and also wanted to do Quantum Break. I'm really interested in background to the Remedy universe, I guess you could say, with stuff like Alan Wake 2, but I'm not in a position to pick up Alan Wake 2 right now, which is mostly based on my decision to I need to go back and finish the other games. I'd like to have like a bit of a background, proper background for the games themselves to appreciate Alan Wake 2 as much as I can, I think. So yeah, Alan Wake 2 might be something I play next year, maybe. So if we get a little bit of a lull in big games, I guess. What I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna jump down and grab these items and then head back up. I think, is there a quartz here? I can't remember. No, it's a full moonstone, which was really helpful when I was trying to do a lot of the weapon upgrades on my first playthrough. So I was really thankful to actually come across that one, because I kind of needed like one more to do an upgrade on the weapon that I was trying to make fully upgraded, say. So now that's really hoping for a nice clean. So a couple of these areas I don't think you need to go to, but it might give me a chance just to get a little bit extra health. Go, get that healed up, go to the top here. I believe, let's see, I think I had to anyway, right? Because that opens up the path to get across here. I nearly forgot about that. Okay, so there's a few little guys over here that are really annoying. Wondering if I can actually target One above. Doesn't look like it can. Not from this spot. At least I'll try and get the attention of this one. Really want to hang out with me over here though. I don't really want to die against that one, but I suppose. Alright, rounding up. Rounding up. Let's go. Got a shortcut at least. I mostly just use throwables to get the attention of the enemies. I don't actually use them to kill them. They're relatively useless at this point, so... hoping to not lose the ergo that I've built up. Alright, here we are again. Got my ergo. Ah, that's the ladder 350 frame. Nice, nice. So that's the one I actually should have. I had on for a good file. So I changed it from the frame plus 1 back down to the arch heavyweight because it was just slightly edging on better. And then this is kind of like the final ring you get in the game. And it's a nice little addition. So there's like a plus like 0 addition to that. It's really, really good. So a little bit of assistance there with the damage reduction, considering how much of that I'm going to need later on. Okay, so if I go down here, that should open up the pathway to the stargazer that I started with just from before. So, which means at this point I'm going to go spend the ergo that I have just so I don't lose it. Let's level up. Let's maybe put that on. Get a little bit out of motility. I mean, we can go up 4 levels, right? So let's just see what the best thing is here. Legion. Guard regain plus 7. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not much more for stamina there at all. Like there's 2 here where I don't even go up any stats. Like at all. Going up a whole level. A little bit into motivity. Same for technique. Advance gives you Legion and physical attack on the Legion arm, but I'm not really using the Legion much except defense. So I think it's gonna be just vitality. Right, we're pretty resistant now, so I think these are a couple of really good items, but I think is it that you're supposed to jump from up there to get one of them? I can't remember. There's no way to roll down to get it. You actually have to jump like off the edge here. Actually get it. Am I right about that? Let's see. It's a lot of damage, but yeah, there's really no other way over here. So, but I think it's just like a normal abrasive item. It's not even anything. Let's go get that whatever that other item is. Might be a little bit better since it's just sitting there. Acid cancer. So just throwables. Okay, so let's just use this and refresh our healing items. It's my... Okay, we're at 5 out of 10 for the gold tree. So it would probably be a good idea to keep an eye on that. Go get more so I've got as much star fragment as I've got for the final couple of... Or at least one of them. You can't actually bring anything in last boss, so... Cool. But we have a nice couple of shortcuts here. Get out of that decay pocket. I do have whatever that weapon that amulet is on. So let's see. I've already got the +2. So, I mean, yeah, they're exactly the same, and it doesn't actually really like there's any differences between. I don't know how much the +2 does compared to this one, but that's fine. So there's an enemy up and around. You know what? I should have seen that coming. These guys are really terrible for disruption as well. They just spray stuff at you. And then there's an even worse version coming up as well. Where it's funny enough, there's only one enemy in the game. Like one actual physical enemy of a certain type, like as a barrier, like to the end of the game. That is really terrible. The disruption. He just like emanates it and then jumps around. So oh, forget there's some traps up here too, so I need to be a bit more careful about that. Let's head down. I believe if you try to cross this, it falls down. And then you get a boss that comes through the wall. But we actually need that boss. Well, he's not a boss, he's just like a dude. We actually need him to open up that wall. To go back downstairs and open up the passage to the front, which actually gives you access to a store that you didn't have access to before. So the phase 7 of the key organ is really handy against these guys. Just because they pummel you so hard. Just being the opportunity to block one of those moves, like at all, it's just really good. Let's get some healing on and let's try and take him out. There we go. Done. Okay, so the last Trinity door is here as well. But need the chosen one Trinity. Oh, okay. I actually didn't get that for some reason. Maybe there was something I had to do with that last. I'm pretty sure I answered all the quiz questions right. Got a +2 strength amulet. I think that might be better than the what? That should actually adds 9 to it. Like that. We've just added some, you know, stuff that gives you some really good effects, so take as much as that as we can at the moment. Starting to get some really good amulets. Okay, so the way to go is basically that way. Actually, up the lift. This way here is the way to go down. Open up the area. The badge. So you open up this door. You talk to this character here, standing by the entrance. It's like a test subject.
I'm not going back. It's cruel. Thanks.
826. They give you an emotion, like a little emoticon thing. You can actually,
That's what I was made for. Ergo, it's the
you talk to this guy.
I can. Ergo, it's the I can't.
He exits and ends up in one of the other areas that you can go to, and he'll open up a shop. So, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But anyway, let's forget about that. That has a golden record that you can't really get. Golden record? Yeah, that you can't really get anywhere else. So, golden records appear with the vendors at very specific locations in New Game Plus. So, right, you can actually jump out here, where a chest is. Up. Is it a chest? Is it just a pistol? This was where a chest was. Maybe it's in a different spot. Oh yeah, there we go. You jump down and it's right here. Just one step too high. I think is this a weapon? Legion caliber. Okay, so it lets you adjust your arm. Alright, now we go back up. Alright, here we have a bit of a pain in the ass enemy. It's a lot of damage very, very quickly. We've dealt with these guys before. Just getting them staggered is the best way. Just lighten them up. There's a whole bunch of them on the way up now, so... Oh, wait, I forgot that they explode. It's okay. Opened up the entrance back up, so... And I didn't really have a whole lot of ergo, so I didn't use anything. Really. But, Now go back down to the entrance where we came back up from, and that's where this opens up. This guy doesn't disappear until you defeat one of the bosses further up, so there was that one enemy I was talking about that is a really painful destruction enemy further at the top. He looks very similar to this guy, but he doesn't go as hard with the physical attacks, I believe. He just jumps around. Okay, so now we have to go back up. Have to deal with that one enemy that's up here again, pretty much every single time we... Oh wait, oh no. Kidding? Oh no. Why? Oh, okay. I didn't lose much. It's fine. Oh, but that sucks. Oh, well, it's just a glitch. It's fine. A little bit of, wall. I didn't even know where my Urga's going to show up. Is it going to be on the elevator, or is it just going to be... Maybe it's gone for good underground. Deep in a hole somewhere. Really a nice way to just block some of those weapon attacks, like when you've been put down, right? Just the ability to just want to get my ergo. When you're down, the ability to actually block after that point is really good. This guy's wiping me out. Getting some nice resources from taking that every time. Let's light this guy up. was able to block that and that one. That sucks. Those guys really suck. There's a couple of places where they're kind of like together. So I was wondering if I'd actually get him before he did that move. Just defeat this guy over and over again and get a whole bunch of decent resources. That's actually not a bad call. I didn't mean to jump out of that. Caused myself enough problems with that hole. Let's go back up. Again? So, falling that distance isn't really bad, but if I activate harder, that would have been. Am I? Oh, I'm at the very, very top where I was originally. back up. At least he's half. Okay. Come on, let me kill. Alright, we got a shortcut now, finally. That's good. So before I go and defeat that one, I mean, you've got options right with that one. So give him a gold fruit and he kind of just goes away, or you can fight him. I might just give him a gold, just to kind of out. But for a second, I'm just gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, and I'm back. So, let's keep going. So, just going to go ahead, I think. Pay the toll.
Whoa!
Oh,
Is that you? Wow, you're really something.
that cat
Seriously, that's impressive.
box.
How did you follow me all the way
Which
here?
is all.
Fighting is always my last choice, you know? And I actually thought we were... In the end, I really don't
Let
care.
you go off, give me fruit,
Is
blah
it-
blah blah. Yep, give me fruit.
I had a feeling we might eventually see eye to eye. My sister and I are going to... You have to know, that
I don't
old man
mind.
just... Ultimately, we won't...
Either way, you get the mask.
And you have to know, that old man ultimately...
At this point, whether or not you fight them or not doesn't even really matter. So, at least for now, unless they have something. See that something. Right, so we basically just move on to the next section now. Stargazer just up here. Going pretty well. I mean, a bit, what, streaming an hour? It still takes a bit to get up this last area, right? So, who knows if I'm going to get stuck on the bosses at the end. Find out. Out. At this point, you don't really get anything else, but it's good to go and get the gold tree. Because once that's maxed out, you're pretty much with it. It just stays at 10. So, and we can get as many star fragments as possible. But won't bother going and getting any star fragments right now, though. You like from the act. I'll save them so I can, because I mean, like, it's what, 3 for a star fragment, so I use them all. I'd have 0 left. Let's level up. I was putting. This part's slightly stuck. There's a few nasty puppets and stuff. They're all these hybrid puppet. Also have to deal with like one of the giant little baby puppet things and jester ones as well. You get whittled down pretty well. Just by going through this area, so carcassy baby and all that stuff. Now, if you didn't defeat this one like right now, either way you'd end up on that platform and you'd have to. So no matter what, pretty much just good to. You can circle around and find a couple of. But really need to get at the moment. I don't. Might be a chest or two. carcasses are really just because of the nature of how they attack continuously. There's lots of them kind of like hang off the ceilings and that kind of stuff, so we'll just take our time. It's alright, there's these guys. Down. Alright, let's keep our heals up. Cool. Alright, we at least want to unlock the shortcut so I can get down below and I mean, it go up and that's what I was talking about before, how they just kind of hang out on the ceiling. That's okay. Good to have some heals again. Alright, as I said, there's no point not defeating this guy. Oh, why did he do that? So it's better off dealing with him down here than having up in that. Some stairs right there. You can either do it in the stairs or up the edge. So this one here you kind of have to do as well. That's it. You have to pass that area to go up there anyway, so let's just avoid. I want that little carcass coming in. These guys have a really nasty tentacle thing out of there. Go ahead. It's grindstone. Goal is to open up that area, and then there's a little giant-headed baby doll thing. Just have to head around and up. And that will also get us a shortcut just to the next. Is it just here? Yeah, it's just here. We defeated that other enemy. We don't have that. Short. Straight up. Now there's a couple of things here. We get the jester up that set of stairs there. There's a chest over here, which I believe is actually one of the weapons? This guy's actually really annoying. He can block a lot of your attacks and then wipe you out very quickly. I actually died quite a few times on this guy. Especially since he has that, he's kind of half, there you go. So, yeah, he does that weird thing where you take him down and then he does does an extra move that causes problems before you can actually get in. So, it's really frustrating. Especially when you're just trying to get to this chest. Up. Get your goodies. Cryptic vessel, okay. So that vessel... What's that? I guess it just just takes you back to like an early area. So it is just like another one of the puzzle pictures. From Venini. We have behind us here friendly neighborhood jester. Quite difficult, but you know, got a little bit more block pretty and break his weapons quite well. So, and now just defeat these two again, because we still have to go past them. And when I go into the next room, let's go straight up that ladder. See, they do little cheeky moves like that, where you'll block something, and then there's just like one tendril comes out of nowhere for like no reason. Even with the staggers, really. You just have to know the enemies a little bit better. Take your time with them. Got some decent items out of them. go up. So good being able to skip that other short area just there. Having to defeat all those little cartsy. Really a good idea to just to clear those guys out though. If the Jester leads you back down this way, you just end up being backed in. I think, did he just see me? Is he lumbering down the... That's just cheeky. Alright, let's get some heals up. Broke a weapon. Still one more weapon to break though. He can still attack you with both, but one does less damage. As much damage as we can. Take this guy out. There we go. Nice. I can't remember if we have to deal with him, but we shouldn't really have to go this area. So we're really just opening down bowl. Back from start area. Yeah, well I have to deal with the little puppet things. So what I'm gonna do is well, it's like a big puppet thing. Now I can skate around the edge just here so that one doesn't. Let's just go all the way over here to up. No, he does see me. He does see me. That's fine. But at least I don't have to deal with those other things. The couple of enemies down here. They don't see me from this angle, looks of it. We do have to deal with the puppet here, so this will have to do. I haven't got any stone on. Oh, I forgot that as soon as I use the Y, it gets rid of. flame, so I just wasted a thing. That doesn't matter. Got enough resources here to... Should be the first... The last time I have to deal with any kind of enemies like this, I think. It's random. It's... Oh, actually, no, there is that one more. That one that has the disruption. It's like... It is the absolute worst one. They're kind of like throwing you... At you, one of each type of enemy. So... Alright, we dealt with him. We got a quartz. We don't have to deal with him. Let's go. Quite a lot of ergo now, too. Be able to use that. But there's a good chance that I could lose it here, actually. They're really bad enemies to deal with. Don't want to fall down because of the butterfly. That'll happen. Has happened. More than one. Stairway here. Got a... Good to deal with them one at a time, but I didn't actually think it's possible. Ah, and they explode. I forgot. It's a decay on my weapon. Let's get down. Targeting the... Back a little bit. Go for a... I wonder if he follows me. Let's see. At least try and get up. Which is good. Really would have liked to have staggered him a little bit there. He didn't stagger at all, and I always get tripped up once. Okay, let's go back up. Let's ergo back. At least it's at the start of that area. Thought I could just go down. Am I looking at the wrong area? Yeah, I suppose I am. I was trying to avoid this guy again. That's fine. Get good resources. You just waste some healing. Don't... Alright, let's heal. Waiting for me. Seriously? Alright, this star fragments are all handy. It really sucks how they flail about. Like, it's such a annoying enemy to... Got anyone else coming? I don't think so. That one, I can avoid. Alright, let's go up. Burger's right here, so I can get that back. I have, on more than one occasion, just fallen off the... So maybe you can look forward to that. I doubt it. I'm gonna try and stick near the stairs. It's this one here, though. Try to attack this one and go to the edge. Jump back, otherwise they explode. That one. Cool. Alright, that's good. Again. I have died against this one as well, actually, for stupid mistakes. This face, though, how good are the designs of some of these things? Couple of tricky spots up here. You have to basically path all the way across the end. Some enemies that are... I think that might be random, actually, that type of enemy that comes out of that. Yeah, you get a couple of ones that have corruption. Be annoying. There's a big guy around that corner. There's a chest around. Either path along the bottom or path along the top. Let's just jump back. Oh, I didn't make it. I can knock off the... Comes to me though, which is nice. I actually hadn't tried that before. As well. If I can get him to... Just wants to stay where he is. chase butterflies off the edge again. That's what I. There's a few things to deal with here. There's a gunner. There's corruption in a gun. A couple of those guys. Let's see, which one do I want to... I could fall down on this guy. No, that's not too bad. If you get disrupted too much there, though, this guy wrecks you as soon as you get close to him. Hits you with disruption. It's up to. Another one of those guys there. I don't have any healing at all, so it's gonna wipe me straight away. Yep, there we go. One of those fall down. Let's see if I can at least take him out. It's me. We got at least a little bit of health back. Red box amulet, just a standard. Now, what I might do. Blade ready. I will. Just hit him to. You can fight him around, but then that would be that alright. Oh, I nearly got him, but he totally got me. Yeah, I did get him. It's alright, we'll go back up. Means we have to fight that other one again. It's gonna be in. Pretty much just have to do it. But Erg 2. Let's see. Really, if I can just deal with as less carcasses and things as possible, but It's like a little baby having a cry, like a toddler having a cry on the ground. Alright, we didn't want to do this again, if we had to guess. I really wish he was one of the guys that owned spawn. I don't hate a lot of enemies in the game, but this is one of them that you kind of get enough. Just wasting my resources. It's really annoying. Well, down to one heal potion. Heal with at least one more of them. As long as I get my ergo back. Network error. Player. Cool. There was just a slight glitch. Stream, just make sure that there wasn't anything. But it's all good. Alright, got my ergo back. That's very important. So, now that I have that, deal with this guy again. A little bit trying to get, but I did the wrong move. Oh no! What? Oh, he does way too much damage. Let's work our way up again. See, this is one of the worst final sections, I think, of the actual game. Like the slog to get up. And then then there's only like one end after the next checkpoint. So really this is like the final stronghold through, so I'll have a decent amount of ergo if I bet. Gotta seek itself. Okay. Alright. One down. We've got a lot more health now. Back on. Up here. Building up quite a storage of ergo. You get quite a lot trying to get up this last. incredibly close to that stage. Go back. Alright, so far so good. Promising. And here we go again. Let's just try to do this guy. Try not to get caught on those stairs because that just a train stuck on those stairs. No. Oh, Alright, we got him. Good. Finally. Good, runs up the top. There is one more enemy to deal with. Oh, slightly. Here's another one. This guy as quickly as possible. Why was he so easy? So annoying that there's two there. Okay, so there's an enemy that crashes through the wall. I think it's one that falls. Get just up the ladder though. Just completely avoid it. I don't need to fight. Right, now we're up here, and I have the up. Actually, this might be another. This is after. It's just in one of directly afterwards. I forget what this. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just. Either way, there's a stargazer up here. I'm pretty. And then there's the boss door. Yeah. Go. Right, let's just see where it's beneficial stuff. I actually forgot about this one. This is like the third last boss, I guess. Let's see. Go up, what? How many? 1, 7. Guard regain. Stamina up a little bit. Capacity. Not a whole lot except for Legion. Little bit for technique. It's not too bad. And really just very advanced Legion physical attack. I think I'm probably actually saying that. Stuff here. It's another 170. So bit of advancement on the health. So, this one. Because I think electric blitz will be good